to get a better place to set up the camera. But Poppy has been outside with this weather. Let's see if I can. Oh, here we go. And just, she's so dirty. Cute, but dirty. So, and then look at her belly. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to brush her down. She's like, what are you doing? Those big old ears. It's hot here today. Had some rain come in different areas, and where it's supposed to break, it's been mid-90s, I think, today. And this weekend is supposed to finally get cool. She does love being brushed. I'll let her go out. As soon as I'm done, she's going to go back out and roll. That's all right. It makes me feel better today. Oh. My braid from earlier in the week. If you're watching my videos, you'll see one from a few days ago. I haven't been out here much just because it's been so hot and other things going on. Feeding horses at the other barn for her island. Get her all nice and brushed down. Take her in and wash her off. And I'm sure she's just going to go out and roll again. It's kind of funny working with her. And then also the thoroughbreds. The thoroughbreds have such, well, not all of them, but a lot of them have such thin skin. Oh, sweat spot. You can't really brush too hard. That is not the case for this one. Not that I'm hard by any stretch. Push on. It's funny though, because it's like great for me. Horses do have such sensitive skin. I just set the rubber bands on the back, a few extra ones for you. And you would just have rubber bands sitting there close enough that kept bothering her. She had those flies. Horses are pretty amazing. How they can hold the saddle and harness or whatever else. At the same time, dust cloud. Face is all dirty and muddy. So I bet it might keep flies and things off her a little bit. So much better. So that's why she's doing this. Very humid out. a big girl. I measured her a couple weeks ago, and she's right at 15.3, 15 hands, 3 inches, and each hand is 4 inches. So when you say 15.3, that means 15 times 4, so that's what, 60? It's 5 feet. Plus another 3 inches. Each dot after that is 1 inch, so she's 5 feet 3 inches tall. And the funny thing was, I was in the barn playing with her, and I like to ride bareback. Sorry, girl. She's trying to scratch and she can't reach her leg. And it felt good. Looks like that's what you're standing there. I was trying to ground mount or jump up, get up on her just from the ground, and I could almost do it. And she more or less stood there while she started walking away. So I had a friend suggest to me that I should teach her to bend her leg and lift me up. It would be a lot of fun. All right. What? We're gonna mosey in. Come on. She's also bad about, oh, hold on, let me switch the camera. She's bad about, I'm not sure who'd lead to. I feel like half the time she's walking quasi in front of me. Oh, come on. Put the chain back up, come up to the other barn. Must have been a farrier here today. Come on, girl. Don't know why. Seems like the camera's all foggy. Sorry. Oh, that made it worse. Come on. She is, I think she pushes the size boundary for the wash stall here. All right, let's see if I can find a spot to pop that up. Sorry, it may not be the best view. It's kind of hard to see in here. Oh, okay, someone took off the window. Very much enjoy about this barn is they have hot and cold running water. So it's not just cold water shower. Oh, this time of year might as well be cold. There are the sprayers from the. She's not super fond of being washed. Well, that's not cold. I don't want it super too cold. I'm not going to use any soap today. It's no point that I get the kind of wash it off there. minutes in her, and then I'll put her right back out. So I guarantee one of the first things she'll do is roll in the mud, but it makes me feel a little better. You know, she doesn't sweat too much. She's sweating a little bit underneath the mane when I try to do the reason why I braid it. But, you know, instantly you feel the temperature of the water coming out of the hose. And then when it comes off of her, it's I don't know, I'm making it up, like, 10 degrees warmer or something. She has her fair appointment here in a couple weeks this summer. It's so hard on their birds because they're out, stomping flies and all that, and you can spray them and fly spray and put on little fly boots. But still, it's just non-stop stomping. And so she has very nice feet. But it's still hard. There we go. There's a little bit you don't like. Oh, maybe she's actually my phone. Like what she's looking at. No, looking outside maybe. Or your legs down. Yeah, keep looking at it. Probably sure put it in the bucket. Very convenient. Oh! I laugh at myself. She's a big girl. And no doubt she could go wherever she wanted, and there's really nothing I could do. But in my head, and this is how I feel pretty much everyone, I am bigger and I am stronger, and I am the one that is, they gotta get out of my way. And I am the least aggressive person you'll meet. So that is not done with people tell me I'm way too gentle. Not gentle, but I do not. I call myself a horse lover, not in a weird way. But I gain respect not from them being afraid of me, but just from a good partnership bond. I always check her legs and all that for, this area doesn't have too bad a fit or something that makes fun to feel that maybe. I always check her for ticks and things just to make sure. This is also a good opportunity when you're brushing your horse and doing all these things, just to look them over to make sure that they don't have any injuries. Horses really seems like they almost do whatever they can to hurt themselves. Poppy's been really good. I don't know that she's really ever been hurt. Actually, did have a kind of swollen eye this spring, but not very fun to be watching her face. She never has she's not aggressive in any way, shape, or form. But she is a big girl, and there's been times where she just simply has turned her head or something, and boy, I tell you what, if she hits you just right, she can send you flying. She's not what, did I feel like a miracle? Did I do that? She's just a big old, she's a big dog. It's a big dog who weighs 1,400 pounds or however much she weighs. And if people have ideas of things I can do better, I'm always learning. So anyway, I'll always make sure that I squeegee her off. And as a courtesy, if it's your own barn or barn that you're staying at, always make sure you clean up after your horse. A few months ago, we had her trimmed, and Farrah and I took her out and let her run around the outdoor arena some, and we were having a good time watching her. And I think she may be a little bit weak on one shoulder, so we're just looking at her different gaits as she was running around. And then I left and realized that I had totally forgot to sweep up from all her clippings and trim her trimmings. And so I got a fun barn owner here is pretty fantastic. It sent me a fun message with a picture going, "You forgot something." So she pooped back here in the corner. So when we're done here, I'll make sure that I come clean it out. Scooch. It's one of those adages though, if you open a gate, close it. Open a door, close it. You pull something out, put it back when you're done. Pick up after your horse. Don't feed other horses. And this is something that I wish more people could really learn. Some horses really actually do have digestive issues, or they can't have sugars or different things. And if it's not your horse and you don't have the owner's permission, do not give treats. I am not a big treat person, although I do give her a couple of cookies every time I come out, just at the end of it. But some people really, it really can encourage them to be very mouthy. And so, you gotta always respect the owner's wishes on the horses. Because you may think you're doing a favor and always so cute on. You actually might be making it sick, or you might be undoing things that the owner is trying to teach it. Never be afraid to ask questions. I've had horses for a number of years, and I'm involved in different horse organizations. I work with horses, and I do not claim to know anything. So, never be afraid to learn. It's always a good idea when you have gates open, doors open in this case. Come on, girl. It's always a good idea to have a chain or something across it. Sorry, not. Just in case a horse did get out of a stall. You want to make sure that you somehow don't, the horse can't get loose. See here. Who's leading who? She's like, but there's grass over here, and that's where I want to go. We'll take her down here at the end and let her get some grass. Look at. She definitely looks a little different now that she's wet and clean. Of course, the water makes her a lot darker. Sorry if I'm accidentally deleting people's messages. I just saw looking down at the chat. I must have hit something as I was holding my phone. I need to use like a little hand holder or something. Oh, I'm going to be doing some more videos on, I want to do, I think it's called a running braid, but it's where the braid goes right down the back of the mane. She has a really thick, not thick like a gypsy vanner, but a very thick double mane on both sides. And so I've been learning how to braid hair, and she actually has really nice hair, I think. And then this I put in Monday, so it's been almost 5 or 6 days. And generally speaking, it'll stay in for a couple weeks. All these flies are on her. I don't want to put fly spray on though until she drives off somewhere. Well, if you enjoyed, like and subscribe. Poppy is certainly one of my big passions, and I'm happy to share her with the world.